What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So we did a Cade Cunningham Detroit Pistons rebuild after they won the #1 pick. Of course, the Rockets got the #2 pick, and man, there's a lot of arguments, a lot of controversy around this second pick for the Houston Rockets. A lot of people are saying, why would you take Evan Mobley? A lot of people are saying, take Evan Mobley. Christian Wood and Evan Mobley can play the 4 and 5 together. I've seen a lot of arguments around it, and I will tell you, I made a community tab vote. 2,000 people, 50% of that 2,400 people voted for Evan Mobley. So that's why today we're doing an Evan Mobley Houston Rockets rebuild, because that seems to be the most voted anyway. So if you guys think you should go somewhere else with this draft pick, I completely understand, but we're just going to do an Evan Mobley Rockets rebuild because that's what mostly everybody thinks. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already, man. You guys' support has been literally out of this world lately. You guys blow my mind every freaking day. So go ahead and keep blowing my mind here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit that like button if you haven't. But let's go ahead, man. Jump right in this video. Let's do this Evan Mobley Houston Rockets rebuild. Said, man, I can understand, people's point of view on why the Rockets shouldn't take Evan Mobley. I can also understand why people think they should. It's just a lot of arguments, and we're not going to know what actually happens until the Rockets make that pick, right? So today, like I said, just because everyone literally voted for Evan Mobley, 57% of the people voted for Evan Mobley. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take Evan Mobley in this video and go with the majority. So if you can't understand that, I apologize, but I just think that's the best way I should do this. So we're gonna go straight to the draft. Now, the Rockets have an interesting offseason ahead of them, other than just having the second pick in the draft, because as we all know, they also have some veterans that they may be looking to trade. Guys like John Wall. Some people may think John Wall's not tradable. Now, I think if the right pieces are attached to John Wall, they can find a way to get rid of him. Now, I don't know what team is going to want John Wall. He in 2K averaged 27 points per game. I don't think he did that in real life or anything. But Eric Gordon also went off an injury. I imagine he probably won't be very tradable just yet. Maybe you let him play for a little bit. Maybe he has like a 17 point per game season off the bench like he has before, and then you kind of trade him from there. Olynyk did some things with Houston, but I don't expect him to be back. Kevin Porter Jr. obviously looks like their next James Harden or whatever. Then Jae'Sean Tate. I mean, there's some young players here that I'm excited to kind of build around, but obviously the majority, or the mostly, we're kind of building around Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood. Now, honestly, with Evan Mobley coming in, I don't know if I want to go with the Christian Wood, Evan Mobley front court forever, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. So let's go into the draft, and let's kind of see if Pistons actually take Cade Cunningham #1. If they don't, then obviously we'll have to kind of change things. So they took Jaden Springer #1. Wow, okay. So Jaden Springer goes #1 to Detroit. That is definitely weird. So Jaden Springer #1. All right, well, obviously we have the ability to take Cade Cunningham here, but we will not do that, obviously. This is an Evan Mobley Rockets rebuild for a reason. So Evan Mobley, welcome to Houston, my friend. I know some people have said take Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, or anybody like that, but we also have another pick in this draft. I'm going to go ahead and take, what do we got? Jeremy Robinson Earl, Cam Thomas. I mean, we could take a shooting guard here, Moses Moody, Josh Christopher. What else we got down here? I'm just kind of checking David Duke, Sharif Cooper. I think I'm going to take Cam Thomas here. Cam Thomas with that draft pick, and boom, just like that, we walk away with Cade Cunningham, and at number 24, we walk away, or at number 23, I should say, we walk away with Cam Thomas. So nice. Player options or rookie signing, we're going to go ahead and sign all of these guys, of course, and then Osman in the second round as well. We'll go ahead and bring in John Petty. Oh, wait, we had back-to-back picks. I messed up on that. We're concerned. We're going to go ahead and decline Avery Bradley. We're going to decline Kyrie Thomas, and we're going to bring back Jae'Sean Tate. Qualifying offers, Sterling Brown, I guess, is the only guy I'd be really interested in bringing back. DJ Wilson, I mean, yeah, wouldn't mind him back either, and he'll probably come back, but I'm not going to offer the qualifying. As far as free agents are concerned, we have Kelly Olynyk, who's a free agent, DJ Wilson, Dante Exum, Sterling Brown. There's nobody I'm really that concerned about, obviously. So, all right, man. Now it kind of gets into the interesting part. So, obviously, we just drafted Cam Thomas. We have Kevin Porter Jr. So, what we're going to do with Kevin Porter, because I'm going to move him to point guard. So, he's going to play the point guard spot. Kevin Porter can play the 1 through the 3, it looks like, for the Rockets, but I'm going to play him at point guard. Cam Thomas and Kevin Porter are going to be kind of my backcourt we're going to roll with. And then, obviously, we have some veterans on the backcourt as well. Jae'Sean Tate, John Petty, Daniel House. Then we have Kenyon Martin Jr. at the 4. And then obviously Christian Wood and Evan Mobley. So what we're going to do with both these guys, or we're going to move Christian Wood to the 4, because that's what, kind of the vibe everybody was saying. So Christian Wood at the power forward is going to go up quite a bit as well. So he's an 88 overall. So you kind of have a front court of Christian Wood, Evan Mobley, Jae'Sean Tate at the 3, and then Eric Gordon, John Wall. But I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to move Eric Gordon to small forward. And then I think I'm going to do everything in my power to try to get rid of John Wall right now. Now, I know it's going to be tough, and like coming up with a trade to get rid of John Wall isn't going to be the easiest thing in the world. What team is going to want a guy like John Wall? That I'm not 1000% sure on. I mean, I'm just going to have to kind of look around the league and kind of see who wants a point guard. Like Miami, if they were really that desperate, maybe they struck out. I don't even know if they'd be able to afford him, though, to be honest with you. And then you got the Hornets, who might look to John, the Jazz, I guess. I mean, there's some teams that would, New York, if they really wanted to punch at the point guard spot and thought John Wall could take him to the next level. There's a lot of interesting, even the Lakers are always in the rumors. I mean, John Wall, they're going to look to trade him. Are they going to be able to get rid of him? That is honestly the question that everybody will be answering. But I'm going to go ahead and try to make a John Wall trade. Usually when I trade John Wall, I always trade him to the Los Angeles Clippers. But today, I'm actually going to try to do something different and trade him elsewhere. I imagine this trade is probably going to trigger some people, but hear me out. So basically what I think is John Wall, since he did get hurt towards the end of the season, that might, lessen his trade value even more. So a team like the Knicks, who are looking to obviously kind of be, win now team, they're not giving up too much, and they get a guy like John Wall, who's on a 1-year player option. So, I mean, I feel like it could be interesting for them. So you have John Wall and a 2024 pick going over to the Knicks for Kevin Knox in 2 seconds. So at least you're getting a young player out of John Wall. Like I said, I don't even know what John Wall's trade value is going to be. Maybe it's more than this, but I just feel like since he got another injury that it could be a little bit worrisome for other teams. So John Wall going over to the Knicks makes sense to me. And just like that, the New York Knicks get John Wall and we get Kevin Knox, who's a young player we can build around for the future. So yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to accomplish. We get a young player in 2 seconds. We have to trade it first, get rid of John Wall's salary. So that's what I kind of did. That's what I thought made sense. And I apologize if you thought that was the dumbest trade in the world. I'm trying to be realistic as I can. And you might disagree with what I just did, but that's fine. So as far as backup players, we have a lot at the small forward spot right now, like a lot. Okay, so Daniel House, also a veteran at 28 years old. Maybe we could look to trade him away. Jae'Sean Tate is cool. John Petty, Kevin Knox, obviously. And then Eric Gordon's going to be somebody we eventually trade away. He's going to be playing here for now. I think what we could do is maybe move Daniel House for something just relatively simple. Just because, we have a lot at the small forward spot. We might as well just give him somewhere. That way he can get minutes elsewhere. I mean, any contending team wouldn't mind a guy like freaking Daniel House. He's a good 3-and-D player. So, who will the be? I mean, I see the Portland Trailblazers offering me Derrick Jones Jr. We trade a 2nd-round pick. Maybe something like this could be nice for Portland if they really liked Daniel House over Derrick Jones Jr. Terry Stotts did not play Derrick Jones very much. I kind of like the Bulls potentially to take him on as well, but I don't think they have to give up a first to get it done. Maybe I just get a simple 2nd-round pick, dump Daniel House's salary, dump him off to a Denver team. And then I think the only other thing I want to do is sign some guard depth, and then I'm chilling. So if we can get a guard here real quick, and I'm not trying to get anybody crazy, I just want somebody who will, just be a nice backup guard for us. So I see Dennis Smith Jr. What else? We got David Duke out here who is undrafted, I guess you could say. So $8 million for him would be kind of interesting early on. Alex Caruso. I guess Alex Caruso got caught with something bad the other day. I don't know how real that report was. I think I saw Mike Korzemba tweet it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign like Chris Dunn, I guess, to a 2-year deal just to be my backup point guard for now because don't really have anyone else. So boom, just like that, that is gonna be our first offseason now. We spent a lot of time here, but I'm ready to move on. So this is kind of our new team. Houston Rockets with Evan Mobley, Christian Wood. I'm excited to kind of look what the starting five is about to look like. So obviously everybody comes back on their qualifying offer. Eric Gordon goes down in overall. Christian Wood, Kevin Porter Jr. Obviously the main thing is to throw untapped potential at Kevin Porter Jr. and Evan Mobley. Those are the two guys we're definitely building around. Christian Wood, like I said, usually I like to keep him, but with Evan Mobley coming in, is Christian Wood the long-term option at the power forward spot is something you'd be asking yourself. So Kevin Porter Jr. is definitely getting untapped potential, and then my other one's going to be thrown at probably Evan Mobley is already an A+. I'll throw it at Cam Thomas because I believe in him being our backcourt next to Kevin Porter Jr. So our power ranking lands us at number 18. Honestly, there's a chance this team might make the playoffs. I'm not even kidding. So it'll be Kevin Porter Jr., Cam Thomas, Jae'Sean Tate, Christian Wood, Evan Mobley, Eric Gordon as the 6th man, Kenyon Martin Jr. as the power forward, backup power forward, Chris Dunn as backup point guard, and Kevin Knox is the backup small forward. So I like that a lot. We're going to go ahead, man, and simulate this season, kind of see how things go. Maybe this Rockets team surprises us all and we go ahead and make the playoffs first season. Also, kind of want to look at some shot tendencies real quick. So Kevin Porter Jr., Kind of want to boost up the shot tendency a lot. Like I said, I want to see him become a star in the making here in Houston. And then Christian Wood shot tendency. We all know we need him to take some shots, and Evan Mobley will throw that up there as well. So let's go ahead, simulate this season. Let's see how things go, and hopefully by the end of it, we can surprise some people, or we suck and we're in the lottery again, which would be fine either way. Fortunately, we couldn't get the 8 seed. We got the 9 seed. Cleveland ended up getting Cade Cunningham. Okay. Let's see how Detroit's doing, man. Like, did they have a good season after passing up on Cade Cunningham and going to Jaden Springer? Not yet. They did not make the playoffs yet, just like us. We were the 9th seed, though. Very close. We had Kevin Porter Jr. average 21. Evan Mobley with 21 also. And then Christian Wood 18. Cam Thomas with 16. And Eric Gordon with 13.5. So, honestly, I like our core 4 right here. These guys right here. Eric Gordon's also someone we're going to be looking to trade away. Kenyon Martin Jr., Jayshawn Tate, Kevin Knox, Chris Dunn. Let's go ahead and get into this offseason, though. Let's see who wins the championship real quick. Atlanta, man. Atlanta, by the way, took game 1 yesterday. There's no way Atlanta makes it to the NBA Finals, right? Milwaukee doesn't lose to Atlanta, right? Like, there's no way, right? Like, that would just be wild, man. Atlanta makes it all the way to the NBA Finals under our noses. No one expects it. And it's not like they've had the easiest path in the world to do it either, man. Like, we'd have to give Atlanta a lot of props. A lot of props. So, also, this Detroit pick right here definitely needs fixed because in 2K it is so wrong. And it says we get their 5th pick in the draft. We also get number 3. I don't know where our odds were at. I'm pretty sure we were at like whatever it was because our odds were like at 13 or 14, I imagine, because we were the 9th seed. But we do not have the 5th pick. The 5th pick belongs to Detroit. So I'm going to go ahead and give them the pick because it is like 1 through 16 protected. So we're going to go ahead and throw this pick back at the Pistons real quick because they deserve their own pick because, like I said, it doesn't belong to us. So they can have their pick back. And then, wow, we have the 3rd pick in the draft, man. Also, we have, let's see. So we have number 3 and also have number 25 from the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, awesome, man. So I wish I mean, I'm going to have to watch that back because I wasn't even paying attention to our odds. I was really distracted on that Pistons pick. So head coach, of course, Steven is probably not going to go anywhere in his first season. So we'll just go ahead and sign him back. And then assistant coach, Trent Peterson, sure. And then we'll sign like Nate Tibbetts is out here, but I'll sign like Kenny Atkinson or something like that. So we'll sign our new assistants. And then I messed up. Should have got an A trainer, but I was too busy trying to get a head coach, but whatever. So we'll just sign. I'm pretty sure I just fired and rehired this guy. You know, that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So NBA draft time. So with the 3rd pick, who we taking here? So mock drafts have us taking Huntley Hatfield. Honestly, if anything, we kind of need a wing player. Kendall Brown. Okay, so there's definitely some interesting things we could do here with this 3rd pick. So let's just kind of see what happens. So at number 3, where do we get? So at number 3, draft summary, Kenny Chandler number 1, Chandler Grant number 2. So at number 3, we have Jaden Hardy, who's still here, who's 6'4". We have Brendan Hatley Hatfield, who's 6'10". I don't need a power forward. We have Paolo Bonchuro. Have Kendall Brown, who's a small forward, Caleb Houston, Patrick Baldwin. I think I'm going to take Kendall Brown with his 3rd picks because we need a wing player, so we'll have that. And then probably could use a backup shooting guard here. Javon Quinterly is who I'm going to take here. So Sim, we also have a 2nd rounder, but I'm going to let the CPU deal with that. So Kendall Brown was a 79 overall coming in, W. So who else would have been a nice pick? Paulo Bonchuro would have been nice as well. Okay, got to keep that in mind. Rookie signing, we'll sign all of our players. Why not? Player options, we'll sign and we'll decline DJ Augustine. And boom. Okay, bringing everybody back. Qualifying offers, Kevin Knox. We traded John Wall for him, so I would love to have him back. And then free agency, of course, Kevin Knox, Sterling Brown, DJ Augustine. Okay, now that Eric Gordon had a healthy season and averaged 13 points per game, he is on a nice $1 million salary. And he is not guaranteed next season, so we could definitely find a way to trade him away. So let's go ahead and do just that. So as far as our small forwards depth is concerned, we have John Petty, we have Jayshawn Tate, we have Kendall Brown. So what do we do here? I think what we do is we attach probably Eric Gordon and Jayshawn Tate together. That way we can kind of free up the small forward depth a little bit. And honestly, if nothing else, I kind of just want to dump Eric Gordon's salary off to somebody like the Thunder. Okay, I mean, getting rid of Eric Gordon's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, right? Maybe he just rots on our bench and cool, it is what it is. But is there a team that might be able to just take on his contract without me having to like take on a player in return? Just give you like a, so Chicago's offering me 2 firsts for Eric Gordon. Obviously, he's not going to be worth that. This Miami Heat offering me a 2nd, and we get Duncan Robinson. Okay. What else we got? Josh Green from the Mavericks. So the Mavericks get Eric Gordon, who could be a really nice score for them, and we also get Josh Green, a second round pick. Why not? We'll do this trade. Get Josh Green. Actually, I mean, more small forward depth, whatever. I don't know if I want small forward depth. I'm kind of trying to get rid of the depth we have. We have too many players rotationally at small forward. What if I just traded Eric Gordon for like 2 seconds because he has like a massive salary? All right, boom. So we got him to Dallas, and then Jay Tate, we're cool with that. Okay, and then we have that going for us. Evan Mobley at the center spot, Cam Thomas. So yeah, there's a lot of depth net here now. We're also gonna move like Javon Quinterly to the shooting guard. I think he's a 79 overall there. So we'll have Kevin Porter Jr., Chris Dunn. We'll have Cam Thomas and Javon Quinterly. We'll have John Petty, Kendall Brown, and Jay Tate. And then Kevin Knox coming back eventually, Kenyon Martin and Christian Wood. And then Evan Mobley sharing the center spot to his own. So only player I really want in return, of course, is Kevin Knox. But I'm not going to throw him a big contract because that just wouldn't make a ton of sense. Let's just go ahead and see if we can get Kevin Knox back. And I'm loving the direction of this team so far. So Christian Wood also is going to be an expiring contract soon. So I'm honestly going to have to kind of feel out what I think. He's on a 1-year, $14 million deal now. So what am I going to do when the trade deadline approaches and he is a free agent, upcoming free agent? I mean, it'll definitely be interesting to see what kind of direction I want to go in. Do I trade him? Do I sign him? Or, I mean, it's just going to be an interesting decision to make. And if I'm the Houston Rockets, I don't want to be the one to make that decision because it's going to be an interesting one. Untapped potential. I'm going to throw probably A+ at Christian Wood, and I'll throw my last one at Kevin Porter Jr. again, I imagine. So Kevin Porter Jr., throw him again. And then power ranking lands us at number 14. Here's our 9-man rotation. We're going to run Kevin Porter Jr., Cam Thomas, Jay Tate, Christian Wood, Evan Mobley, Kenyon Martin, John Petty, Kendall Brown, Javon Quinterly. So that is our rotation. We're going to go ahead and run it, kind of see how things go. Proficiency-wise, we're standing on a 4-star. Do we make the playoffs this season? I could see it happening. We were the 9th seed last year. Let's see if we can make it this year. Seed in the West, and we got back into the playoffs with our young squad. So I'm excited to kind of see how things go in these playoffs. At one point, we were the 1st seed in the West. So I was like, okay, this team is feeling itself. But unfortunately, we kind of slipped out. And we are now, like I said, the 5th seed in the West going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the player stats, we had 22 from Kevin Porter Jr., 20 from Evan Mobley, 19 from Christian Wood. So honestly, and it's going to be really hard to say I don't want Christian Wood anymore just because, you know, in 2K, he's kind of my 3rd best player. Cam Thomas with 13 as well. John Petty with 12. And then I kind of went over to the Raptors on accident. Kenyon Martin, Kendall Brown, Javon Quinterly, Jay Tate, and Dallin Coleman. Okay, let's go ahead. And the Los Angeles Lakers, we have Cameron Payne, Davion Mitchell, LeBron, AD, Drummond, Montrezl Harrell. I think this is a winnable series, but I don't know. Similar through game 1, we do win game 1. So 26 from Andre Drummond, 27 and 14 from Evan Mobley. Okay, game 2, they even it up. Of course, LeBron James goes 47 and shot 28 times in this game. Okay, game 3, they're up 2-1. So yeah, I mean, youth might be hurting us here. I guess at this point, we kind of maybe string this to an 8-man rotation. Let's do or die here. Do we even it up? Yes, we do. So it is a 2-2 series. Kevin Porter Jr. dropped 32. LeBron 29. All right. Do we win game 5? Yes, we do. Do we win game 6? No, it's going to a game 7. So first year into the playoffs with our young squad, we're going to 7 with the LeBron James Lakers. You know how much experience that gives young guys like this? And if we won, you know how much confidence this would give our squad if we won the series, bro? It is such a close game. It is such a close game. I don't want to jump in though. It's too soon. It's too soon in this video. Actually, it's not that soon, but I just kind of want to see if my young squad can pull it out without me doing anything. And just like that, we beat the LeBron James Lakers in a game 7. You know how much confidence that gives you? Like, that is just so crazy. So we're on to the second round to play a young Memphis Grizzlies team, and we beat the Lakers in 7 games. That's actually amazing. And now we get to play the Memphis Grizzlies, who have Ja, Richardson. They have Kevin Durant as well, Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, this is going to be a tough squad. Ja Morant, Kevin Durant. They got rid of Jaren Jackson to get Kevin Durant. Okay. They kind of went for a win now move. I can respect it, I guess. Game 1, they're up 1-0. 40 and 20 from freaking Ja. Oh my gosh, a 40-20 game in game 1. Kevin Porter Jr. at 26. Game 2, we even it up though, so we're not done just yet. 30 and 9 from Ja. We had 27, 26, 18, 17. Okay. Game 3, they're up 2-1. 26, 10, and 6. Game 4, they're up 3-1. Game 5, they beat us in 5 games. Respect. I mean, hey, we got past the freaking Lakers in 7 games. I'm excited about that. So we're going to run this back one more time. But obviously this time we want to come out as a championship team. So we are also projected a lottery pick. 2 lottery picks here I believe that Washington pick is lottery protected though, so we're not going to get that one. But we are projected this Brooklyn Nets pick. So let's see how lucky we get. And we stay at number 9. Okay, so we stay at number 9. And like I said, the Wizards get their pick back. So we're going to have the Wizards pick convey to us next year, I think. We'll see kind of how that works. But trainer, let's go ahead and make sure we get an A trainer this time. Sign him. Let's go to the draft now. All right, so on draft night, I mean, to be honest with you, okay, there's nobody we can really trade. Okay, we have 2 picks in this draft. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just kind of interested in maybe making a interesting trade, but I just don't know what interesting trade that would be. So 9 and 10, 9 and 18. I mean, there's a couple guys we could draft here, obviously. So actually, you know what? Yeah, let me draft at number 9. At number 9, I'm probably gonna take best available. I think it's time to make a trade. Shai Odom, sure. And then at number 18, we'll grab whoever this, comes up. So number 18, we'll grab Jeremy Roach, and then Sidney on that. So we'll have 2 players coming in, rookie signing, and then we'll sign like all these guys in the second round. Player options, we'll accept all these, of course. And then qualifying offers, Kevin Porter Jr. is a free agent. And then a big one is Christian Wood is a free agent. So what are we going to do with the whole Christian Wood debacle thing? Are we going to offer him 38 million or 35 million? I mean, he was really good for us. So part of me wants to go ahead and sign him back, to be honest with you. But another part of me believes that in real life, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to go ahead and give him his money, though. I'm going to sign Christian Wood, I think. I'm going to sign Christian Wood. And then we're going to have that coming back for us. So Christian Wood, sign him back real quick. Okay. And then Kevin Porter Jr., Jayshawn Tate. We can sign Jayshawn Tate maybe to a big money. And the reason why I'm about to do this is we're going to sign and trade with Jayshawn Tate with our young players. And we're going to try to get something going for us. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get like a really good shooting guard here, because I'm trying to go for a championship. So now who is that shooting guard going to be? The Phoenix Suns suck. And Devin Booker is an expiring contract. He's 26 years old. Maybe this could be the year the Suns are, looking at themselves in the mirror and being like, I don't know, man. So maybe the Suns, like Devin Booker, they're not confident he would stay. Maybe we throw them a contract of Jayshawn Tate. Obviously, that's not going to get it done. I'll also throw you, we have a lot of depth here. Shai Odom. I'll throw you Julian Strawther. I'll throw you Jeremy Roach. And then I'll throw you, what else? Can I throw you this guy as well? So all this for Mr. Devin Booker. They agree. We get Devin Booker to be our shooting guard now. So we'll have Javon Quinley, Devin Booker, Cam Thomas. Obviously, we don't really have a backup point guard. What we're going to do is move Javon Quinley back to point guard. If we can find him. There he is. Boom. So Javon Quinley, backup point guard. We'll have Devin Booker, Cam Thomas, Kendall Brown, John Petty, Christian Wood, Kenyon Martin, and Evan Mobley. So all we need now is Kevin Porter Jr. back, and we have a rotation that I feel like is going to lead us to the championship. So that is kind of what my goal was this offseason. We got Devin Booker, who kind of fits the timeline of the roster. I'm keeping Christian Wood here on 2K because he's an 89 overall. In real life, I think Houston, if they did draft Evan Mobley, which I expect them to, they might have to make a decision down the line whether Christian Wood is the long-term answer or not at the power forward spot. But since it's working in 2K, I'm not going to make that change. So we're going to go ahead, man, sit with this next season, and I'm excited to see how this new Houston Rockets team is going to do. As the 3rd seed in the West, man, Kendall Brown, most improved player, which is cool to see as well. All right, man. Player stats-wise, we had 22 from Evan Mobley, 18 from Kevin Porter, 17 from Devin Booker, 17 from Christian Wood, and 15 from Kendall Brown. So can we win this championship this year is the question. We're playing Kevin Durant and the Grizzlies, who knocked us out last year. Somebody current around to get this year against them, and we beat them 5. W. And now we get to play the Los Angeles Lakers again. We beat them last year. Can we do it again is the question. I think we should be able to. Game 1. Let's see. We're up 1-0. 18 from Davion Mitchell. 33 from Evan Mobley. Game 2. 2-0. Okay. Come on, man. Let's just finish them off here. We beat them in 4, and now we get to play the Denver Nuggets. We're the highest seed left in the West. Jamal Murray, Moses Moody, MPJ, Bol, Jokic, Monte Morris, Zeke. All right, man. I haven't won a championship in so long. It feels like, can I beat the Nuggets here? Come on. Current round. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we beat them 5, and now we get to play the Denver, or not the Denver Nuggets, the Miami Heat. Okay. We have Victor Oladipo, Austin Rivers, Jimmy Butler, Clint Capella, Bam. They have a 3-headed monster at center. That is not going to get the job done. Our roster is a lot better. Somebody current round, and we sweep the Miami Heat. We finally win a championship. Evan Mobley and the Rockets go on to win a championship. I'm excited, man. Evan Mobley, Houston Rockets. What did you guys think of today's video? Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed it. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. We put together a pretty beastly squad. Devin Booker trade was definitely interesting towards the end. I don't know if I should have done it. I probably should have just stayed patient. But hey, we won a championship at the end of the day. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.